no so ke di iPhone re sebedisa earphone tsa iPhone mo recorder ka tsa di steps sekolong ke mo na ba di laptop ona le mo ga shebile mo di teacher ka ya ntonga laptop ona busy na recorder mo no re kwetsa di plays o ka ba na le rata.
Camera, lights, we set up. 3, 2, 1, action. We live. Let's get up. We bring you the people behind the message. We here to tell stories and apply the pressure. Something's cooking. It's the kitchen podcast. Get behind the mic. Start speaking all facts. Same way.
Sweet matatu ba ke toropo ya pele ya ba le tatso. Ke tsere Seru the Ellipsis. Ala zaman ya ni tadi janji mai hawala dia hoha ala saya galo lisi mo na he mo lu khiti aga yani ka wana mbele kana le ga ya hakum na bro hoha wana so wala wana mme raw amhela for the kitchen podcast ita hage bona video ha man re bol wa shoga monna wa matatie ka ngwa ka panwa episode ka menetse mona ke tsaba go how accept the invitation mona mme ke lebo tsaba lo le butse kana ha ke re yona mona mme Seru the Ellipsis ke mang o tswa ka le bitse ke sube ya pa Seru to mane ona ke ba tswa ka soto go kupella go disa re atlefe nda tswa ka di sube na ke supenya ya ga soto tsa ntse supana mba yena o rile ka ba fasala ke supenya yes okay kwa pawe ke mdamu wa hlalele ha so di khumisi matadia ya khumisi ba tie la ngane ba twa mono ba tsoi ba ka ba twa mono ha ba twa ba msimijo ya sipo gauti ba ila ba setla ba ka ke no sone da twa ka le ila thola msadi wa foslo ga sa ba khutla exile babe ndula fo na se ke tswala na ke la ka Pretoria ba di ba la tswala le mo England le mo Tanzania ke ayo ba sola ke hana ba matha ka ntse tsa ba titi ba matha ho eke lo le ha se ba khutla ke nna ngwana wa nna twaka a le mo fela a tlhaile mo South Africa ha ba khutla South Africa ga go go nwa ka foslo ga se ke mo ke go letse nna so ho leng baga ke ho letse foslo ga se mba haholo ne ke le motho ya hae ma tiela ho ele nna fela o ba udibaka ele motho tloga la dikolo di kwa ya hae ya ma tie a tle fela wa bona so go bana ke sa go lore a tloga ka mo tswa gae ke a fola hore ke tswa fotlo a se fela wa ne e tla se ne to bana le ba tiele role ba betseng go hule ga be ho so that's why ke tswa fotlo a se ba tiele hai wana tiele ba go tsa fotlo okay so wala ho le jwang ho le ho ha ntse tshaka na matate ho le mao e data yana ntwe wa so wa aso e data ro wa ajwa o ndana lo kshime so wa ndo tsera tsa gauteng ha o kra mara dela ke se so to fela ha wa this cause hemba le lo emba ona mo ha ho le wa ga ho ha le ka ba diele ne ya bohlakwana ba diba ka bole mang ba tsena ba le teng mo so ha ne ke lo tshaka ne ke ti lale a o ya hae ke Sesotho ena Sesotho sa teng ke tsana Sesotho sa go lokshine hanyane fela ke se nka o ntate wa ka sekolong bua segoa one way ha ke fika bona ba ntha go ntsane ha ba mbu an le nna o ba le ya zo do dula na bena ta ba die ho tlo tswatse ke thuso o ithuta Sesotho ha ona choice wa bona so go le mo ka ke bona no o tla be ile tse Sesotho no ke thusitse wa re qadile mnyana mara diele o ba nze ke ba diele ke khutla ke tsama mara diele ke khutla ke mo ke ithutile Sesotho ha dinka wa ke Mosotho ke yona puo ya hae na ya lapeng so ga re batho di mo thusitse go ba o romela matatele ka tsama ba thusitse ke ba le mo o ke o ke ye lo go re pha mona no kenya Sesotho ke batswa ka mantsona a tshika le ora anga le tshantse tsa ntse iza ibile a no pila na ha o re ke motho wa ka ka sekgwa ke ba rakela ke gola se gale ba mkhotsi wa ka ke etsa mmino le yena ke plan wa kids next door a ne itse mo mfethu ke batla etsa table wena empa ke batla o zama go re phela Sesotho
ka seleka Sesotho seno re ntsha tape sharp ka mthlango mo Java the OG Java rona le pina ke na le yona mkhotsi wa ka Blue wa mmapalla yona o mella Blue re mfethu tjela lo mfo asaphinda le ngesilungu asiye ngesilungu phansi abamenoshu leka mthlango mo ngane le lesinishe sinyalo u5 ulaka ona nhlalosetsa ntho wa bona ntho itshwere yona ya Sesotho sky twelve yona samja from that day I want to handle like I now have a squad as all the thing gore ke tloela squad ba ke expression wa bona ntšha you tsantswe express ka tsela ena bona wa bona gore ke yona e tla go lokela ha ile ba di pina ena itemane itla ba ntšhitše ke ga bua ka pueng ha ene ba tla ntšhitše ke bua ka pueng empa haholo ke batla go bua go ntwe ke tlwaetse ebe ke Sesotho ke tsebang hantle bane wa bona ha ke batla gore ho thwa ha ke tsebe Zulu ha ke tsebe empa ke Mosotho and one time so go Mosotho ke ntwe ke batla go bontsha batho it's cool to be Sotho
it's very cool
now cool
it's very cool yeah Mbostana wa etsa ntho
wa bona ntwe go sanele boina mambili a wo wa Mosotho bona ntwa Mosotho
I think ya shaba industry tsore go le ba kapa ya fanya ndate okay a go kele mo ba ke background ya ha so o ba le o ba dile ka
ha o le ma high school primary ene ke a tsamega ka matamata go go neteng ne ke le CBC ka lo mane Boxburg mo ne squad se bua ngawo a le kwa mono dadwaka ha sa khutlile na se tsa ngola ba mo deploy a go ka ga invade mo ne ke kena Eastleigh primary high school ke la ka kena ntwira Eden High ha iqeta mono he ka ya ntwe Boston mane Bloemfontein
no Boston Bloemfontein
yeah
oh no ka ke executive ba bo ngata ba ka sentele la I get a media team
a ne sana ba ntwe na le ke so hande ba tlo ba ta ke ba le ka bona ga man ntwe e tla lokela ke Bloemfontein culture ima ke tla gona matha mono ke bona gore nka ikenya ka ke ipetse ka so ke yona ntwe ke nne mo ga ke a be tla go still a ke go ena ya Bloemfontein ke tla gona ha ke tla sekolo ya matha mo la faze
o ntletse bo
manepa hantle e ke ntwe tla tswa mo
a tsholo ba dile hantle wa tse because Bramu e ke center vele o Gauteng ha o le Bramu o ya khona ya ka bo universal ka o so no ba la Boston
me ke bala network systems
hey lo khana
go le ile ka to a ne ile ka tao
ba le ya tsamaya ba
ayangwa ke mmino go le tsebone ai awona sekolo ntene ke mothale buhlale a ka ba do go tlo ngia itwetsa empa sekolo ne ke le mothale buhlale ke tsaba go tlisa go tshwara concept fast wa bona ya go ka dithuto empa ne ke se mothale ka sekolo ke tso fela ke motho a re gore sekolong ke a gona go pasa ntho tsena ha di thata o dipisa di bele ntho tsena o dipisa bona thata gore ha ke motho a ratang sekolo pele a ka ene se motakatsa ka le
mmino
wa bona ne sa le motho go ke batla qeta sekolo dilo ga di company ke tsona ntse ke le passionate ka yona di business plan ha eta ka mmino ke yona mo pelo a ka ene teng ga go
so mmino o tswa kae hantlane
ba go le mpelo ke qadile hantlane o kena mminong ka go repa ke na 9 years ke kenzo ke a bua ka botile moang na le mompha go kena na go disa go tlhakantsha di rhymes ke mane yana la bua ka disetso le bana lo ya phaka more ke go tswa man this is so cool bana ba etsa like you are one tlhalosetsa go repa ke jwang ke ba ke ba tshwana le bana ba o kena na go ena go tseno vele go kena album lo yini the color tree a mo la bona ha ba bala ene na go ena na le a bona le ya remse me go ka fela ona go bala ka moreng le nona le radio ena re rekile diski re ba bala bsiuka o fela album ya
le na la haifa
go nthakona ga go ke bona hanjo a le khale nthakona ntwe ya etsa mona ba ebetsa ke batla etsa ntwe ke ba qala mo ke ithuta hore how hlakantsa ga mskim tsa tswetse tje mabitso sa tsala tellane tje kalo mo via sa o etsa ntho o tlo ipota
100%.
yeah ke kana ke lo ngwana bele ke pota a fitla tlhango mo ke ngwana ke malla ba butiwa ka le bona ba emanya na heno a ena ya chisa ke bona mo ka heke ke fumana a ke tshwara mo a ga pheta e tlwele ntse ke tla le ona hanyane le sekolong lona le bana ba magata o repa ba batla o petella ka ba lata le bona ntse ke lo ngwana ke le mo grade 5 ke lata grade 7 na bana ba dikolo tse di ba utlwa re ntha bona wa tshisa ba tle le bona ke ba lata ka di freestyle ithuta go freestyle hanyane ke mo ka le ntwe na ho repa wa ka ho freestyle le ntho tseo di le la hlakare ka fumana sound ya ka le ntwe ke rata from mono first song ene le record ene le mkhutshwa ka longa don't ntwe lo ngashaba jale azwa njena yana litoro ya zigza na gwemwe oba batsa kwa litoro mpane litoro njoba hambe and drag video za batho re monna awuna reason sa you have no excuse mona nqala wenza pina mona uqala mkhutshwa ka nana le laptop ya ndato hayi asina laptop ana laptop ya ndato hayi a re dutse fela re dula re bua ka ge banna a ke retse mme nna mkhotso mongwe wa ka MK ana etsa dipiti na kwe rena le ma 14 years 15 years o ngomela piti ngomela piti ena ke bona ga la gale piti ena ke tshwara mfutse ka fa mo etsa plan banna ke tla bona ka biti ke ba re banna biti ke Rana la recorder ra monna ko download FL Studio tla bona a download FL Studio ka laptop ka chama le tsebo FL Studio ya listen se FL Studio di thutile gale ba buti ba ka ba iketse bo FL9 bo FL11 ba iketse go di PC ba e game rana ne sa tsaba le sebedisa ke sa ina ya go rana ya khutela ke he man na ke le batleng FL mo re bona o tla tswela jwa re ke ne FL Studio mo laptop mo ha se re ga bona him laptop ta tabala na microphone Ajo pena na microphone so fa pa na bua ya ba a khale bana re go kora ke na pina ina ka ona laptop ya microphone na laptop banka pa jwa ka be ko ra sa tsi mixer lo master ga bana ha ma e shiniti empa yona tshwere ba mo re bina ena ya be start ya go ra ntse le lo bina ga intsha ke mo ke introduce batho ka mmino sekolong saka de ba hlanya le bona ai go ntse ha yo empala khale ke ena monate yo ha bona e pina yo mere pina a fo so te hopo ai ke tsona le bitso ke protocol it's what we so I know my first song was protocol okay but yo o pina ne ja sensi bere kora skolong na le mkhotsa ka NK na laptop ya me ke le yona na ithotse mo time alive na bona no so ke ni di iPhone re sebedisa earphone tsa iPhone mo recorder ka tsa sa di steps skolong ke mo na ba di laptop ona lo mo ga shebile mo di teacher ka ya ntonga laptop ona busy na recorder mo no go etsa di plays o ka ba na le gata di exam di akala bana ba betse gona di exam mo gona re di temanya passion jela za ho le ke passion e fela ga yo le peta passion ya ga ne ta hele so ara o inspire ke ma mo mmilo o qalo wa ka ha o le kulichana I always shout out Kulichana because he played a big role in making rap cool.
Yeah, 100%.
I wanna know Mzanzi. Kulichana and Pro Kid make rapping cool. They made it so cool. And on Alomana, Kendwana, Timu Yako, Northwest, you can achieve cha Kulichana automatic Marata. It's all in the name. Talk on your man. You So Kulichana was a big influence. Shout out to my OG. I rap because of him. Like he made it so cool to rap.
Yeah.
Like Pro Kid, RIP the legend. Lena. Bamba Olintwana.
How do they come up with
Yo, yeah, so, and Lil Wayne, obviously, because of the Carter 3, that's how I also learned how to like put punchlines together. So shout out to Lil Wayne as well. But
it's dope.
Those were my inspirations. Right now, I'd say like 2 of my biggest inspirations musically, or 3 of my biggest inspirations musically are Nasty C, Java, and Blackie. Those are my big inspirations. Especially because like Java's album Smooth saved my life last year. Yo,
what was happening if you don't mind me asking?
It was just the time where like wanna intro Basotho wrong about wrong Sarati. Times we today on like
yeah, it's
very important. But what I even train over Obama now so sometimes for the first time there was a Java album that spoke to me as a man, because there's a lot of albums that Java's dropped that he speaks to you, as a friend, he speaks to you as a partner, but that album he spoke to me as a man,
man to man.
But I'm on the right track. I want to about any type of passion or any type of dream. You have that feeling where it's like, I'm bringing myself down, poison, and you feel like I'm not doing the right thing. Like I do business, I'm working hard, I'm making products, but when you're on the right track. Sky because one day so that's one of the songs I think that really helped me last year, but also the album as a whole.
December high.
Gauteng ya kgathatsa teng ke hodile mona ne mara le nna ke a kgona ho letsa Gauteng ya kgathatsa Gauteng
yeah a bele go shatswa ke moya
a o ke lo nyekwa ke ba hanyane fela o tloele wena o ga
hate mabala
hanyane fela ba o bone o ga ngwana go tla o teng ga lebo o bana mo Gauta wa lwanwa mo ba be a dile tsa o tla o se ngwa lwana o
se ke tsa ntate wa lwanwa
no that bina ina no ho botsa hae o bona yo a bona hanga e bona ke fita sida vele fela
so ke ka hare pa fita sida vele
a se ke bona ko start mo le ka bona wa ba se yeah so yeah that, and then Nasty C in general, because I just think he's like the best rapper. I think
and Reese,
I'm a big Reese fan. I'm a very big Reese fan as well. Don't get it twisted. Anybody that knows me will tell you how big I am, but like I feel like for me Nasty C is like such a special talent. He's special. Like there's certain things that Nasty C. The only reason I say Nasty C is special is because I feel like there's certain things that Nasty C does on a song that nobody else can do. Any artist is like that, né?
Yeah.
But Nasty's got these special elements in a song that nobody can emulate. Like the ideas, the beat selection, the type of lyricism,
the beat selection,
the type of he's just amazing with it. So he's definitely one of my inspirations. And Blackie, because of the way he raps. Like he's so cool. I definitely say some drama as well.
Okay, no, shut up. So now, who would you like to work with? Local and internationally?
Oh, everybody.
Bonk.
Go
fair.
Blackie, Java the most actually. Like,
yeah.
Out of everybody that I mentioned, I'd like to work with Java the most, because I feel like, and it's the scariest thing, because like working with your idol is always so terrifying. But I'd really like to get into like the space with Java where like we can actually open up on a record and actually really get to like the crux of a feeling, like as artists together, because he's very good at encompassing a feeling. Like there's a lot of artists that are good at encompassing stories. Java's super good at encompassing feelings. So I'd mostly like to make a song with Java right now.
Okay, that's dope. Sure he's listening.
Yeah.
I'm speaking into existence. It's gonna happen. It has to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So how's the music industry as a whole? What have you experienced? Positive and negative.
I'd like to start with the positive because a lot of people obviously assume that the music industry is a terrible place.
Yeah.
We hear all these terrible things. They do drugs? They backstab each other? Labels are stealing from man. You know, all have their own truths, to each his own. But the positive thing about the music industry is the people I've met.
Mm-hmm.
I've met some truly genuine, amazing people through the music industry. The one that I can say the biggest one was DJ Switch. That guy changed my life.
Wow.
Didn't even have to, but like DJ Switch changed my life. He's the one that decided to say, I'm gonna break this guy. I'm gonna put him in because I believe in what he does. And there's not a lot of guys like that. I've met so many genuine upcoming rappers. I've met so many genuine people that work in the game. I've really come across genuine people, but the thing that I love the most is that you really get to interact with the most beautiful souls when it comes to music. When Mino as much as we try to make music tangible, it's a feeling, it's an energy that you create that vibrates. Come on, yeah,
100%.
And how we mission accomplished. You get to find people that you actually
100%.
You touch that person's soul with the song that you made. That's a feeling like no other, because I understand how deeply I love music and how deeply I feel music. So if I get to give or emulate that feeling for somebody else, it's such a mind-blowing experience for me.
Yes.
Special.
Very special.
It's the biggest reason why I think anyone should make music. But if you don't have a passion for music, I always say this as often as I can. As a dreamer, and I know you relate to this. As a dreamer, there's this little voice in your head.
Keep going.
There's this voice that sits between your head, that no matter what happens, no matter what you do, no matter what the circumstances of your life end up as, you are going to keep going. Because that voice will tell you,
100%. 100%.
You understand? That voice will always constantly remind you that sharp 100%. Sharp every time. You will get up. Every time you feel like you're failing, that voice will wake you up and say, don't go and do this thing that you were set out to do. And in turn, it's not in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. So my suggestion is, if you don't have that voice in your head for music, don't do it.
Yeah.
If you're a dreamer and you feel it in your blood, because the thing about it is, if you're going to get into music for the wrong reasons, it's going to split you up. It will split you up.
Yeah, you're going to end up hating it. You're going
to end up hating it. Any dream. It's like getting forced to do something you don't want to do at school.
Oh my God.
Do you understand?
I've been through that.
Do you understand? So many kids are doing degrees right now. How was class last year, September? How's going? Because you're gonna get the distinctions. Exactly. So just like any dream, if you don't have if that voice in your head does not say wake up and make a song now, leave music alone. Because the music industry, as much as it's a nice place, you're gonna meet a lot of nice people. South Africa's music industry is very small.
Very small. Yeah, the entertainment industry as a whole.
Our entertainment industry is very small. And I say that is because you can count our superstars. Any industry where you can count the superstars is a small industry. You cannot even begin to describe or count the superstars in America, in London. You can't. It's huge. Those industries are massive. So what I'm trying to get at is, number one, it's easy to make enemies because it's a small space. People don't forget.
Yeah.
There's a lot of conversations that happen
behind closed doors.
Yes. There's a lot of conversations that happen.
Oh, you know what he did?
Yeah. People do not forget. 100%. So make sure that you're never off the ball. You have to kind of put on a face that I always tell my friends, you know what I call it hukikita. Like, you have to put on that face. You have to kikita. Yes, and I don't like it so much because I always say I don't know how to be cool. I'm not a cool kid. I'm who I am.
Simple as
I'm
that.
a nice person. I'm a kind person. I'm a funny person. But I don't know how to act cool. Because if I'm not cool to you, then I don't know how to be anyone else.
Just be yourself.
Exactly. And some of those spaces command you to be someone different, and I can't do that. So the best thing I do is just I walk into a room and I just try my hardest just to be myself. And if I'm not for you, that's okay.
Simple.
But I can't force you to be for me. I can't force you to like me. But what I can do is I can be me as unapologetically as I can. And if you rock with it, great. Thank you so much.
Shout out.
But after that, there's nothing more that I can do to kind of convince you that I'm this person. So
plus motho na ke le ha wena hana sa
wa bona ene ha ona ntwe ke tla me etsa motho ha sa o ratile o bana wena ha o tlo iketsa mothapo o tjeng ha ona le batho ba ho tloga ha o khutlela go batho ba mehlae ho tshwantse o be mothapo go bana ha o so o khutla o lo wena ba makala le bona go he
o tsana wa
bona o so le jwa o ma wena ha ke mo tsebe mothapo
no
so it's a lot of like a lot of different faces. A lot of people trying to step on each other to get ahead. You know, a lot of like words happening in rooms that you're not aware of.
Yeah.
A lot of people that you thought were your friends would be saying different things, and it's like real life. It's like anything. It's like business. Like it's not. Don't treat the music business as anything but a business. It is.
It is a business.
It's like going to a gig. It's like going to a conference. It's like you're gonna go talk to people. You're gonna network. You're gonna try to find your next step. It's just like a business. It's a normal everyday business. If you don't have the knack for that business, go find the business that you like. That's it.
Simple as that.
If you have it, if that voice in your head says music, run and do so. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you, even if they say your music is horrible, even if they say you've got 5 monthly listeners, make music for those 5 monthly listeners. If it's what you love to do, make music for your 5 monthly listeners and drop it.
100%. So when you go into the music industry, you know how parents are when it comes to the industry. You know, how did they take it? Because, you know, all they think, like, how did they take it?
I got kicked out so many times, bro. At home. I got kicked out so many times. They tried to. I think, like, the one time was when like, they held a family meeting and this is now. Because obviously it's the same conversation. You have for Slogas, I get a gig, my gamma, Josie, Sibu, Vidiac, give out and Sanchino of a
100%.
Right how feet high, even Tawai. If you do a lot of, and I'm going to have to go in bad. Tanzika Machika takes the affair. The first taxi that leaves going here, Tanzika goes higher than a 5 or 6. Whenever I and a lot of my friends, thankfully, like they were really understanding of that, but at home it was tough. So like, obviously they thought I'm doing drugs. They thought I'm, you know, I'm getting girls pregnant. Yo, guys, I promise you, like, I'm just trying to make this dream work. So there was a time they sent me down, my dad, my auntie, and my grandmother, God rest her soul. They sent me down, they said, yeah, fair. You're not any kids. Yeah, fair. Papa. What? I'm on crew. And you know what? That day, I didn't even like fight.
And what age is this?
I think I was like 19, 20.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? Bazwadi, kile wa kaunguliza. I haven't gone to Kazarona at the end of this conversation. I know Paka to Chaga of like you see it. Yeah. So Papa.
And then
No, I feel like you're more. Because I don't think they expected me to say that. I don't think my dad especially expected me to say that. How do you I'm not a person that backchats other people, especially my father who sees in the dark. So time I like how you plug it on, I think it also took him aback. And then in that moment, I think they realized,
yeah,
how don't you? I don't know because I will now. I don't want to hear something on get without that. And I was really from building things I did. I was on to what you get. I got fell on the alone. I had you go by house and quickly I know that because I got fell. You see it. It's our pet. You see the hawk. It's our one of the guys around that big. It's just a like one and says, you know, I have been. I give over with son and have one over infiltrate.
I support you.
I don't feel like it's on here. I get the building I eat and dream. Oh, when you take next someone I feel power.
Wow.
Nigga from Paolo, Nigga on Tatsaway, as I do it with Pigina. I was really back and I get on Tawagare. Really, kids and drugs, take up a don't know land go up. Kinaba, all of that. Next one, Tara, I hang me cook school. The Equala Camera, which is bonita. Which is beat. That's man, Subena. That's the we kids. I can record. Then, handing another Huzbag and again, I want to hold it high. Because I do it. I'm freaking got crew. The door, my Saga, hold it high. I want to little more than can record. Or I want as far push up.
Yeah,
I want and I think I'm going to morning train. So I'm going to try is that I'm only matter.
Sure.
I want.
Okay. Okay, no, I'm getting that game.
Okay.
Sharp. So, can I find the options that pay or Heta A1 and 100 while Heta A?
It's going to use special pass. But I get my head. Yeah, I made
the phone, get that. That's the I want to story. So, Rashon Pizza.
Alright.
Yeah. So streaming platforms, Kappa, radio, and why?
Radio. Because we live in South Africa.
Yeah.
And the one thing we need to be honest about more South Africa, not everybody's on Spotify.
That's true.
And before I go and please an international market, I need to be able to please my people at home. These streaming platforms are good access to get access to the rest of the world. But radio, lemkhula na ning radio fela ka tu. Ha ba pala batho ba di tene ka tu. Batho ba di tene ba mo dipika ka hona je.
100%. Okay.
Streaming platforms is great because everybody has access to it, but our infrastructure in South Africa does not allow for us all to have streaming services or all of us have YouTube. Most people don't even have Wi-Fi where they live. Most people, they don't have these things. They don't even have data half the time. WhatsApp, TKP. Play my music on the radio so that any and everyone can hear it.
Got you. Okay, cool. So, Java or Kulichan, and why? Kulichan.
Not because Java's not one of the flyest guys who ever rapped. I cannot WHP. Yeah,
I would never be without Java.
No way. Shout out to WHP.
Yeah.
So, Kulichan because he played like a big role in me like wanting to make music. Like especially in the rap. Like one of my favorite Kulichan songs is the first Hapele Hape.
Yo!
I ain't got a hand for Booger's Buzz, but everybody's watching. I ain't said everybody knows. Yo, he's Kulichan.
That song is dope. Yeah.
So, Kulichan, definitely.
Okay, cool. YouTube or TV? Your channel own stuff?
YouTube.
Reason being?
More access to people being able to do what they want.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, TV is great, and shout out to all the TV channels that are playing my music videos. Thank you. But like, YouTube is good because you get to connect with a person one-on-one. You get to connect with that person intimately. They come to you whenever they want. They have access to it. So if I have a fan that always wants to watch Seru, I want to wanna Seru once a day between 20 music videos. He just wants to watch all of Seru's videos right now. Then he can go and do that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I prefer YouTube over TV.
Okay, got you. All right, moving along. We done?
Okay.
Moving along. There's no smash or pass. Like your honesty, man. I like your honesty. So, are you signed anywhere or you doing this thing independently?
I'm doing it independently.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to get into any conversations with any record labels as yet because I don't want to go there and work on their terms. When I'm independent, I get to work on my own terms.
Yeah.
I get to drop what I want, when I want, shoot for what I want, when I want. The only con is that it's really expensive. Being independent, doing anything independently is really expensive. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't understand that. Like, guys, please stream your independent artist friends' music because it's really expensive. Like, if that guy shot a music video, please watch it. It's really expensive.
No, it's hard. You know, we might laugh, but it's
But like,
true.
yo, it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
And, like, it's more fruitful in the long run because
100%.
I get to then be able to dictate and keep everything that I want to do.
Yeah,
But guys, please, your independent friends, please support them.
Playboy, I got you.
Let them play more.
Let them know.
Yeah, true. So now, with being independent, how clued up are you with the business? Your sound broker part, so split sheets and stuff.
You have to be very clued up, even if you're not independent. You're for the love of God. Even if you're not independent, you have to know every single aspect that goes into the music. Because if you don't know what Seru does, what Sampro does, what Capasso does, what they collect, who they send it to, and how to get it to your bank account, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Because what if somebody's playing your song? What if somebody at True FM is playing your song once a day? That's money that's supposed to come to you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to know how to collect it. You don't have to know your song's playing, but you need to know, or someone out there knows that my song played.
Know every channel.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to know all of these things. You need to have your RISA codes. You need to have you need to be registered everywhere. Everywhere. Make no mistake. So I'm very clued up on them. Thankfully, it took a long time to learn. You also learn as you go. Don't feel bad because you don't know everything right now. None of us knew everything when we started out.
That's right.
We just thought that, let me just make music and hope for the best. Maybe I'll get signed by Universal. No, even if Universal signs you, know the business so that nobody can, no biases it's in.
Yeah, ne? No, it's bad. Because a lot of people don't know.
They don't.
They don't know.
You're right.
I was shocked to hear there's not shocked. Yeah. Okay, you say I was shocked. But again, did a sync deal.
Oh,
I didn't even know it was called a sync. I think what again?
A sync.
Yeah, a sync deal.
So a sync deal, just for anybody that doesn't know what a sync deal is, a sync deal is when either somebody wants to use your song for any commercial purpose. Right?
Adverts, for example.
Yeah, adverts, movies. So if any company wants to lease your song, they're not buying it, they're leasing it to use it within their commercial work. So like mostly television. You can also have radio, but it's mostly television where they pay for syncs, right? So obviously, let's say Netflix Blood and Water wants to use Khotong, for example. Weird example. Maybe let's say Outlaws on Showmax wants to use Khotong, the song.
Okay.
They have to then contact my publisher. Not directly to me. They have to go through my publisher. Or me, if I do my own publishing, say, hey, we'd like to sing this song. Can we discuss it? For this long, this many hours, for this, what, how much is this, that. Fees are agreed, and obviously whoever contributed to the song, it gets split depending on what we wrote on the split sheet. Because people forget that the split sheet is not only for radio. It's literally the splits for the song, which means when that money lands, it goes into these pots in this direction.
Powerful.
Yeah.
That's dope. Why entertain our routines at the same time? Shout out to you, my G. Shout out. Okay, cool. So, management.
Yeah.
So now, let's say I want to get in contact with you. Who do I talk to? Do you have anybody representing you?
I do. If you want to get in touch with me, just hit up Seru the Ellipsis bookings at gmail.com. That's my manager's email. She handles that. My manager's cooking, so she's super, super dope at what she does. If anybody, but also like just hit me up on the socials. I'll probably put you in touch with her anyway, because I always find it a lot easier to kind of streamline the work, especially because she understands the brand. She believes in the brand as well.
Yeah.
It's not just her. We have a whole like bunch of people that are helping us manage the brand. Like shout out to Liseli as well. She helps us manage Wave Impact's brand. You know, we've got visual teams like Collective Studios. That's why Nuts Out looks the way that it does, because of Collective Studios. So they're the visuals team. They work with a lot of people and they make us look great.
Nice. Nice.
Shout out to this. Obviously, when you're making music, especially as an independent artist, you need teams. You need to put together parts of teams in order to be able to kind of curate these type of things. But yeah, shout out to the team, man.
Okay, did she approve this?
Yeah. That's what I was on the phone with actually before I started.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate it. So now, this is the kitchen podcast as we close. So I always ask people this question: can you cook, and what's your favorite meal?
Ironically, a lot of people don't know this about me. I love cooking.
Yeah.
I actually love to cook. My friends will tell you, my favorite meal, ke beef stew. That sounds like now I'm a person, I like making beef stew. Love that meal. It reminds me so much of home because super, super, super crucial thing. Il dombo. So yeah, those are my go-tos.
Okay, yeah. Cool, man. What are you working on currently?
I'm working on my album.
Nice.
This is really scary because, like, obviously it's my first album. I've dropped a whole bunch of projects. I think like 5 projects that I've dropped, but none of them were the album. And now I'm working on my first album. It's a scary time, obviously.
Yeah.
Because like an album is like it's a deep body of work that you have to curate and structure and hope and pray that it lands and it works. The album's been done for a while. I'm gonna drop some music from it, but I'm restructuring the album currently.
Yeah.
Excuse me, because I want to give a different experience. I want to create a different experience with all the music that I have and with like direction I want to take. I'd like to restructure it, so it's still coming this year. Luckily, the music was already recorded. Everything is
nice.
It's just a little bit of moving parts that I just need to put together and then like launch. But yeah, the album is definitely coming this year. What goes into song very soon as well?
Okay.
With Blue Bobby and Macabre, produced by Nico and Luce and NCR.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. So what goes into making an album?
It's different from a mixtape because a mixtape is kind of like just a compilation of songs. Right?
Yeah.
Like I tell you because I write down hence the term mixtape.
Yeah.
Understand? But with an album is very different. An album is in the literal sense a body of work. It's an art. So there's kind of not rules. I don't like saying there's rules in music. That's not true. Music is art. There are no rules. Who wrote those rules? Why should we abide by those rules?
Okay, it's just art. Yeah,
exactly. Art. We're supposed to do it the way we want, the way we feel. But with an album, it kind of all has to correlate and make sense. You have to be running towards a story. You have to be running towards a theme. You understand? You have to be running towards a certain element that's joining all of these songs together.
Got you.
To deliver one singular message. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So whatever be that message, you have to stick to that and you have to make sure that you portray it in a way that the average everyday listener, it'll land. Listen, at the end of the album, they sit there and they're like, wow. Like if you listen to a lot of J. Cole's albums, you'll hear that they're media artful. Like one album was theater, the other album was a movie, the other album was a book, the other album was like an autobiography. He writes like that. Do you understand? To create albums as media outlets. Do you understand?
Wow, gotcha.
So that's the importance of an album. It has to make sense. Like if you're listening to it, you understand that 2014 Forest Hills Drive was written as a movie. Do you understand? Like if you go through it at the end of the tape, you realize he's writing what? Rolling credits.
I was not aware. I need to go back.
You need to go back and listen to it as a movie. From the beginning, from his birthday, all the way through to the end of the rolling credits. It's actually written as a movie.
Wow.
Damn by Kendrick Lamar was written as a magazine.
My nigga, what are you telling me?
Trust me. If you go back and you tap into Damn was written as a magazine. Wow. So that's the type of things you have to kind of pay attention to when you're making an album, is that it all has to correlate and make sense.
Wow. What was this one written as? The one he's dissing Drake?
GNX. I don't think there was many disses to Drake in GNX, but I think it was written as a visual album, like a photography album, if I'm not mistaken, because that's what I understood from like the titles as well as like the aesthetic of the album. It was kind of like a visual book,
okay,
if I understand it correctly. But I'm open for interpretation. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong and help me, correct me.
Oh, cool. But then how figure about the TNA? Does anybody recognize you? And yeah, man, you want that guy TV Mutabo?
It started happening recently.
Okay.
Obviously, it wasn't my whole life, because music doesn't work like from the jump. But like,
nah, it doesn't. Yeah.
It started happening recently, where like, but especially like I saw that one in I saw them talk about it and dating, and especially now because of like all the motion that's happening. And for the first time, I'd like to believe that Madela has a voice in me, and I want to become that voice where like, but why I want that to be the case, and I want that. I hope I can be that and build that for Wahai, because it's very important for everybody to have a voice.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Especially because like we're such a to ourselves people, a loving people. Love like we're trying to we're very to ourselves.
Yeah.
Or I wanna so. Galado, I can look at that one deal about Gena spokesperson. You know, to what the industry.
I
really appreciate everybody that's been showing me love. And guys, I see all of the comments, I see all of the follows, I see all of the messages. Well, not all of the messages, I'll be honest. I won't lie. Some of them, I'm bad at answering messages. But like sometimes I'll see one or two, and like everybody knows, like I'll answer the ones that I see, but there's a lot. But like I promise you, I see it and I feel it, and like so the sky I wanna kill you. I'm trying to you don't wanna pay anything. You wanna allow all more candy.
Well, that's all the thing I do. No, what I mean, the hustler.
Ooh. Ash,
please.
Big hustle.
Please.
I'd love to make a song. Yeah, we need to make that happen.
It should happen. It should happen.
Have to make it happen. But the deal is hero as well. Ash.
Yeah, man. Okay, what I'm thank you very much for coming through. Really, really appreciate it. You know, not everybody just says yes. You know.
I think you caught me at a perfect time. Yeah. You caught me at such a perfect time. So and also like so I'm going to be speaking to someone that understands me.
Don't play with that. Yeah, originally from that. Yeah, no, shout out to my guy. Thank you very much. One more question though.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to anybody who wants to get into the music industry?
Under no circumstances, no matter how crazy it sounds, should you ever let anybody tell you can't do it. You're gonna sound absolutely crazy to a lot of people. You're gonna sound like you're losing your mind when you're explaining to people, because they don't see what you see.
Yeah.
Especially if you have that voice in your head that's pestering you 24/7. They don't see the vision that you see. So let them talk. Let them have those conversations. Let them have that gossip. But under no circumstances must you let them stop you. If you really have that voice in your brain that is telling you that this is what I'm going to do, this is what I have to do, do not let them stop you. Run as fast as you can, run as hard as you can, run as blind as you can, claw if you have to. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. I know you heard this advice from 10 million people before, But I promise you, it's good advice. Just keep going. Don't stop. No matter what they tell you.
All right. Looking forward to the body of work. Thank you very much, sir.
Not a pressure.
I've got my own you. Can you get away so you can move? Get you. Odoro camera. So thank you very much, my guy. I really appreciate it. Come back whenever you want to come back. Let's grow the channel, grow the music. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
My name guys. That's what's like that. There's your boy. We out.
Juicy, yeah. I heard my niggas be proud of me. Look at I'm reppin' my city so wavy, ain't nobody stopping me. Yeah. I'm giving no one apologies. I'm up with the squad, can handle the sauce. I'm tryna make me some rands. Look at my leg when I dance. I want a Porsche, I want a Ferrari, I want me a ticket to France. I ain't got time for no friends. My niggas are chasing the bands. One of my homies just sent me a text and he says that he bought a new band. What you know about a young nigga on the come up? Niggas tryna play me like a sucker. I'm about the paper, I'm about them hundreds, I'm about the stacks, filling up my luggage. Looking at my 2020 every day. Had to think of something just to